All right, letter number two. Letter number two, what do we have?
Okay. Dear Odds Brothers, about 10 years ago, I got falsely accused of abusing my children. I recognise my own mental health issues, but I've never laid a hand on my boys or anyone for that matter. I got summoned to the principal's office. They accepted my innocence, but I was denied natural justice by knowing who my accuser was. I worked out who it was and have chosen to let it be, but not without some irritation. I'm wanting to move on, but I'm finding it hard. Can you advise me on what I should do, as I'm anxious and depressed most days because of all of this? Yours sincerely, unable to move on.
Wow. That's pretty heavy, isn't it?
It is heavy, Max. The good news is that you're innocent. You didn't do it. You know in your heart of hearts you didn't do anything. Would it make your life better if you could confront that person that accused you, even though you know who it was, but you've actually wisely chosen not to confront them? I think you're on the right track, and you can approach this in a number of ways. I would be aware of your thinking, recollect your thoughts, and have them come across your consciousness like a movie, because that's all they are, they're thoughts. And you've got to treat them like that. And it's very unfortunate what has happened to you. I think we should just try and be aware of what we're thinking and know that in your heart that you are innocent. What do you think, Max?
That sounds pretty sound to me. What's this person's name? What did they say their name was?
Unable to move on.
Okay, unable to move on. I would have to ask you, what actually is it that makes you think you can't move on? Are you thinking of something in your mind? Do you have an image that you keep on coming back to over and over again, like a touchstone? You can't get away from it. And if so, is it a picture? Is it a sound? Perhaps talk to a therapist if you can, and explain to what you've told us. If you do have a recurring image or a recurring sound that really is holding you back, you've got to work out ways of dismantling that. I mean, it did appear in your mind because of what happened. Well, it's a matter of deconstructing it. Don't want to sound like some Zen master in the Himalayas sitting on a hill outside of a cave entrance, because I'm not that at all. I'm just some guy with access to the internet with an idea about this, and I feel really sorry about the situation you're in. And I don't know how I would respond to that, probably in the same way that you are, I guess. As Phil said, you are innocent, and that really is something to hang on to.
I think what you said about seeking professional help is really good advice. What they can do, they can help you with the process. I think the problem isn't so much that you got accused, it's the fact that you are ruminating on the effects of it. It's more about your thinking process. So if you seek professional advice, what they can do is help you go through the process, the thought processes, and how you can deal with them as they arise moment to moment.
So you're talking about PTSD, is that right?
Well, I'm not intentionally leading to that, but
it could well be, because
it may fall under that, absolutely. Whatever works, whatever a good psychologist, and you've got to shop around too. You can't just go, this one's is the one for me. You know, sometimes you might need to see 3 or 4 before you decide this is the right person for me.
Can I just say something here?
Yeah, please.
I just thought about something. One of the things about PTSD, as far as I know, is the recurrence of unpleasant memories over and over in your head, like a washing machine. It's like coffee going around and around in your head, percolating around and around and around. You can't get away from it. Psychologists now really understand. They've got a very good handle on PTSD, and there is actually a cure, and doesn't have anything to do with drugs. It's got nothing to do with actually psychology. It's a physiological thing. It's breaking down PTSD through EMDR. EMDR stands for Eye Movement Desensitization and Reprocessing. Now, you can look it up on the net. I won't go into it now, but apparently it's around about a 100% success rate, and the process takes about 3 or 4 sessions with a trained psychologist. Now, this may help you out big time. There you go.
Good suggestion. Good suggestion, Max. If you want us to help you with your problem, please remember to send in your letters to asktheozbrothers@yahoo.com. Remember also to like and subscribe wherever you get your podcasts. We also have a Patreon page where you can become a patron of our channel. So our next letter, Max?
Yeah, please.
Dear Oz Brothers, I hope that you guys can give a fresh angle on my problem. I am a gay woman and have been living with my partner in Australia for 12 years. We have a good relationship and have even bought a house together. Congratulations.
Cool.
2 years ago, we got married and are now wife and wife. I work in sales, so my job requires a fair bit of travel. About 2 months ago, I crossed the border for the day and I was denied the right to return by the police, who had set up a border station while I was away. I backtailed and returned to Victoria to stay with a friend until I could sort things out. Maybe it was a sudden disruption. Maybe I was feeling the need for some reassurance, but that night I ended up drinking more than I usually do, and for the first time in my life, I slept with a man.
Oh no!
A man. Okay. Anyway,
this is real soap opera stuff, but it's a real problem, isn't it?
Yeah, it is. Yeah. The following day, I felt
it may not be a problem. Maybe it's just a watershed moment, but the problem will be revealed when you read out more. Okay, sorry.
That's okay. The following day, I felt terrible about what I had done, but another part of me knew that I liked it. To be honest, I was shocked with this revelation. That was nearly 2 months ago, and I'm still staying with my friend and are having energetic sex life. Okay, well, that's... Anyway, here's the thing. I have been lying to my wife, telling her that I am trapped here, when the truth is that I had actually secured my right to cross the border a few days after I was sent back. I can't believe that she still believes me. She knows who I am staying with, but would never guess in 1,000 years that I have feelings for a man. I am not sure what to do now. Do you guys have any idea? Maxine, not my real name. Okay, you can handle this one, Max.
You want me to go first?
Oh, please. Right. I insist.
Okay, Maxine, you are behaving like a ratbag. You're behaving like a ratbag. Sorry, it's true. I'm not saying you are a ratbag, but you are behaving like a ratbag. Let me put it to you this way. Let's just change the sexes around a bit. Let's just say that this letter came from a man, and the man's saying, look, I'm with my wife, we've got a house together, and, I couldn't be with her because of the border crossing, and blah, blah, blah. And I met this girl, and we're having sex, and blah, 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 blah. What should I do? Well, I would say to you, if you're a man, you're being a ratbag. If you're a woman, you're being a ratbag. The idea to not be a ratbag is to not do what you just did. You've been lying, and your wife, if she can take you back after she's learned the truth, kudos to her. She's pretty tough. I got to say, if it was me, I don't know if I'd take you back after I've heard the news. What you're doing is you've written into us. Don't get me wrong. We appreciate the letter. I'm not judging you as a person, but I'm saying your behaviour here is not too good. You're writing into us with your problem. The way you feel, and you're worried and you're anxious. But what about your wife? You're about to drop a nuke on her. She's the one who's going to get fried here. My sympathy goes out to her, not you. I think it's a case of you telling the truth, and if you split up, I hope you learn from it. I know she will. That's it. I don't want to say anything more. That's it.
My advice is come clean and just tell the truth. Oh no, the truth shall set everyone free. It might cause some heartache. You're going to have to do it sooner or later. Come clean. Yeah.
And hopefully learn from this. I don't want to be like that.
Yeah.
I don't want to be like that person wagging my finger. I'm not doing that. Like Phil says, you do have to come clean. That's it. There's no getting around it.
You talked about waving your finger. I've seen you wave your finger at me a couple of times, Maxie.
I better stop doing it then.
Yeah. It's a bad habit. It's a bad habit.
If I do that, but you've got to point it out to me.
You wave your finger so much that you get calluses. You get calluses on it from all the friction.
I will stop doing that.
Yeah, well,
But I need your help. You need to tell me when I'm doing it.
Max, we love you. We love your work. Very good suggestion. She is being a little bit selfish.
A little bit.
And I think she just needs to come clean. I reckon I might start waving my finger at her. There might be something in that finger waving sort of stuff.
Doesn't work. People hate you. You don't get any Christmas cards. They don't give you a table in a restaurant. They shortchange you behind the counter. It's terrible.
Because you're waving your finger.
Yeah. Don't ever do it when going through one of those revolving doors. It's dangerous, mate. Thanks for, sending us a letter. Don't be put off by me being, inverted commas, pissed off. I'm not. I just feel strongly that you should do as Phil said, and that is come clean. Yeah. Good luck to you.
Yeah,
and
absolutely.
your wife.
Yeah.
I hope she's all right.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. I hope so.